student, this is Abdelkader Ouda. Welcome again to ES 1036 video series. In this video, I will show you how to install and register the IntelliJ IDEA in your computer. So let's get started. So it's two steps. First, we need to visit this website in order to fill a form and create an account with JetBrains website. So this link will take us to this web page. In this web page, you need to first of all select I'm students, and then your undergrad graduation date. You can choose this expected year and month and day as well. And then here the most important part is you need to write here your UW email address. Then take here I read and accept the agreement, so go ahead and click here and read the agreement, and then click apply for free products. Once you click here, you will get an email saying that you need to confirm your request and give you a link. When you click the link, it will give you a chance to write your username and the corresponding password. The second step, you need to visit this website in order to download the Ultimate Edition suitable for your computer. Then we're going to install it. So this link will take us to this web page. So if you call this web page from Windows-based computer, you're going to see by default this page. If you run it from Mac, you will see another page with different link to download or Linux and so on. So if you are running from Mac or Windows, simply you need to click the button here in order to download the file. Alright, so now I finished downloading the file. Now I need to double click here in order to start installing the IDE. Click yes, next, and then use the default folder name. Of course, you can change it if you like, and then depend on your computer whether you have 32-bit machine or 64-bit machine. I think most of you have new computer or new laptop. Mostly it comes with the 64-bit. So I click here, and then we need to associate this software to edit any .java file, and then click next, and then install the default. Alright, so now it's finished extracting all the files, and the installation has been done successfully. Then I can say here, okay, go ahead and run the IntelliJ IDEA and click finish. Keep in mind that these steps are exactly the same steps if you run it on the Mac machine as well. So simply the only difference is the file you downloaded here and the way you run it as an application on the Mac. Then after you drag your file in the Mac to the application folder and run it, all the steps are exactly the same because it's just the IntelliJ IDEA installation steps. It doesn't depend on which machine you are running. So all these steps are going to be the same Windows, Linux, or Mac. So I'm going to click for this confirmation and continue. And then here I'm going to select don't send. So for the layout, there is many different layout screen or UI. You may choose the dark one or the light one, depending on your preferences. So we can take and consider the default as well. And then say next and have the default plugins for the computers. So in these steps or in this course, I don't think we need any of these plugins. So I'm going to skip this. step and then follow the normal installation for the defaults only. Now here, this is now we need the account that we have created in the previous steps when we fill the form and get the username and password. So in this case here, you need to write your account, and mainly the account name is your UW email. And then here I have successfully registered my product, and this is here the first screen that start by this IDE. I have the option to create a new project, open the existing ones from any project that's saved in my folders, or get it from any version control system like GitHub. So I will go ahead and click new projects. First of all, once you start this for the first time, you will see that here the project SDK or the GDK is not set for the first time, and also it's not downloaded entirely on your computer. I started here in the fresh Windows computer that doesn't even have Java or Java virtual machine. So since we are not going to use the command line utility to compile Java code, and all our work going to be through the IDE, so I don't need to install Java in the computer. And if you have it already set, that's okay, you can keep it. Here on this menu, you're going to choose to download the GDK, because this is the first time I'm installing this. If you have already GDK or the recent one downloaded, you can choose it here from the list. But I'm assuming that you install this from scratch. So I'll click here to download, and then give you a chance here to many options which GDK you are going to use. So I'm going to use the default one to eliminate any confusion, and the recent one here, Java 14, as I mentioned in my previous slides. So once we download this, you don't need to do this step again. It's only for the first time you run the IDE. So now it's finished. We are going to use the Java project. For now, I'm not going to use any of this library. So simply I click next, and then here there is an opportunity that we can start by some templates. For now, I'm going to start by a project from scratch, so I don't need to I will leave this unticked, and then click next. In this screen here, we need to determine the path where to store the projects and my Java files. So this is the default one, but I recommend you to use a folder that related to our course. So let us go ahead and create a new folder that reflect our work, or to store our work for our course. So I need to create a folder here. Let us call it ES1036A, and then click OK. Of course, you can have your own naming, and then you can divide it to lab 1, lab 2, lab 3, the way you like, but it's good to have it related to our course. So in here I have I need to write here my project name. Let us call it my first Java. So in this, by adding this name here, we're going to create a folder called my first Java under ES1036. with that project. Now I have my project created. It's blank empty project. When I click here on this tab, it will open that folder that is created under ES1036A. This folder here, I have another folder or subfolder called source. This subfolder going to hold all my Java files. So to create the first Java file, I right click on this source folder and select new Java class. So I will call it hello world and of type class. Later on, I'm going to understand what they mean by all of these. And simply hit enter. Then I have here a class called hello world. And once I create that class, a new file is created in my folder. And that file is called hello world.java. So I'm going to write here a simple statement to display on the screen, welcome to ES1036. Again, I don't assume that you understand what I'm writing here, but I have to have the main method to be executed. So here I'm going to write my statement to display on the screen. So this is here my application, and this line here later on you're going to learn that this is simply going to display the string welcome to ES1036 on the console. So as we mentioned that by one click you're going to compile this program and run it at the same time. So in order to compile and run, we click here on this green arrow and then choose run. So it's now compiling. You can see here it's building my first application, and it is successfully compiled and run and gave me the outputs, which is welcome to ES1036A on the screen. So by this step now you know how to install your IDE and how to create your first application. Thank you for watching, and I wish that everyone do this in their computer and be ready to start your lab exercises. If you face any problems or any difficulty for doing these steps, please prepare your questions and raise it while we meet live during our lectures. Goodbye.